Hi, I'm Dasha, graphic designer. I've been doing visuals for social media for almost a year. I do banners, graphics for advertisement campaigns, templates. At the very beginning, I carefully made covers and profile pictures more uniform for all our accounts in social media. It was all perplexed. Now it looks a bit more organized. At the same time, I dealt with the content categories and created several templates to make my life and the life of other designers easier. It's about convenience at work, but I spend the majority of time doing graphics. How is an image created? Behind almost each post, there is a teamwork, from a brand team to a copywriter. They create the best way to the user's heart with the help of words. However, my scope of work can be reflected in the picture. Any task is aimed at achieving a certain result. As for social media, for example, to increase your visibility, to become closer to the user, to cause certain emotions, empathy. And here design is not only about a beautiful picture and not just a visual concept or a marketing instrument. It's the reflection of the company's values. To achieve a certain result, I need to know my company well, its specific features, what makes us different from the others, and have a clear picture of the user. In social media, a user sees a company from the inside. It's important to be unique, to have something special. And each company is searching for it. Roughly speaking, this is the brand. It's an image, a vision of your company or your product. It only sounds easy. In reality, there's a whole bunch of schemes, diagrams, theories, calculations, and polls behind. But I want to simplify the task and have a look at the companies from the point of view of branding, which every one of us is familiar with, and namely personal branding. This is how each of us shows him or herself on Instagram. Usually, we don't show everything about ourselves there, but filter some part. The way we want to show ourselves and the way we want others to see ourselves. Usually, we do it by pointing out only certain characteristic features or activities. Some of us only post pictures with friends and in the nightclubs, willing to point out their party-going side. Someone is posting how he or she is working all nights through and takes endless courses. And someone is only posting pictures with family, kids, and dog on Instagram. Same with the companies. I guess you have already understood why the title of my speech is My Name is JetBrains. I suggest looking at the companies as personalities. Let's try to imagine how companies could look like on Instagram if they were persons. Let's take GitHub, for instance. Let's give it another name, Harry. Harry is a software developer. He works on hosting service for software development in a young but already famous company. There are several teams working on the service, and he likes to work with people, to communicate with different professionals in his scope of activity. It inspires him and keeps him interested. He is open to any activity, and he often organizes various lectures and events. For example, last week he organized Write Me project, where he invited people and asked them to write an initial code and tell about it. All in all, he is very much engaged in his professional activity and helps others learn more about it. He was even going to teach an educational course, but probably he didn't have enough time for that, and for now he stopped to manage his account. What are his interests outside of work? Harry can draw. He created a character which most probably reflects his personality, joyful, active, a bit awkward. It's a slightly strange octopus with a cat's head. This character even got a group of fans. In their free time, they create stories about this character, and he even developed several games. In the evening, they come together with friends and play these computer games. So how would I draw Harry's portrait if I have never seen him but only heard about him from his friends? I believe that this is a simple guy whom we can see standing next to us on a subway or in a bus. He always has his laptop and handheld game console with him. It's like he says, "Hi, what's new in games today?" Let's move to the next character. Most probably you also know this company, but for now, I'm not going to give you its name. Finn, designer. Once he and his friends decided to make a website, but because they were all in different cities, he had an idea to create a software which allows working together on one project at the same time. He and his friends started to develop a software which became so popular and used every day by common people that he had to make a tutorial blog. A few words about Finn. He is a bright personality. He can wear red sneakers, yellow sweater and green trousers, but at the same time he loves simple forms and functional things. It's evident from his style that he wants to be in the center of attention. He is a good public speaker. He skillfully gets his message across. He's a creative person, and in addition to the software development, he has a lot of creative hobbies, for example, photography. He tries to approach everything with creative thinking. Did you guess what it is? It is Figma. It is a software for web designers. Based on their Instagram, I imagine a bright, remarkable personality is like he says, "Join us, it's cool here, I'll teach this new feature to you. It will be funny and simple." Let's get acquainted with another character. Let me introduce Ira to you. Ira is a person of action. She thinks 7 times before doing something. She is very smart, engaged in scientific activity, interested in technologies, history. She writes PhD and articles. She's quite a famous person and has influence in a certain group of people. She is not afraid of sharing her point of view. She does it with self-confidence. Ira advocates for the rights of all people and takes environmental issues seriously. As for her personal appearance, she's quite reserved. She doesn't wear bright colors. She prefers black and blue business tones. Who is it? It is IBM. To my mind, this woman scientist makes a significant contribution to science and technologies. Perhaps she has a sense of humor and she can relax among friends, but it's a hidden part of her life. Now, let's move to a character whom all of us know well, Jane. We talk to her almost every day, and as it usually happens, any person behaves a bit differently with different people. Someone knows her as a caring friend, that's one side of her. Someone knows her as a good professional, but has no idea that she is involved in charity, for example. Until recently, she didn't want to make any public appearances. But now, all of her friends started to have Instagram, and she thought that actually it was not a bad place for communication, and she got an account too. But the problem is, what should she tell about herself? She has so many different interests, and she doesn't want to transform her Instagram page into a messy storage. She cannot understand how she wants to be seen, what part of her life she should show more. I have known Jane for more than a year, and based on my feelings, I'll try to improvise how her public appearance in social media can be. For instance, it seems to me that Jane is a curious young lady. She likes to code and she takes serious tasks. She can design well and develops reliable software. She has such a big wealth of knowledge that she decided to share it with others. She has a YouTube channel, helps students, teaches at courses at school. She doesn't really like to show her personal life, but you can always discuss professional issues with her and ask for advice. I imagine her as a lifelong student who is always eager to get new knowledge. She loves to learn and helps others. She is an altruist and enthusiast. Or she can be a creative businesswoman who tells about her professional life, office, work process, trips to conferences and events. She also has a diplomatic talent. She interacts with different people and she knows how to build business relations. It's another Jane, a person of action. She doesn't like to squander words, only business. Or she can be different, the life and soul of the party, very talkative with good sense of humor. She will understand a meme of software developers. She likes to spend holidays and free time with friends and colleagues. It's easy to talk to her, it's pleasant to go on holiday together. She always knows what TV show to watch and she loves her dog very much. And she mostly posts pictures with her dog on Instagram. It's another Jane, full of joy and energy for the whole day. It seems to me that I took the most vivid and expressive characteristic features of Jane, but there can be many of them. And if she finds such unique combinations that will better show her as a personality, it will be easier to her to find friends, good dialogue partners, and understand which direction she should go to, how to express herself, through what hobbies and outlook. I think she's going in the right direction already. She has found some unique features in terms of external appearance, super trendy style, she thinks images, she can express her thoughts beautifully. Of course, searching for your true self is always a long way. Many of us are searching for our true personalities all our lives, and we can even say that this is a never-ending story. I am happy to help Jane with the first steps of this endeavor, which is full of adventures.